Welcome back to our Sky International audience here to Kalgoorlie, where we are up to race number 2. It's the Yarradale Stud Handicap, and in the first, well, we saw that sometimes trial form can be a little bit deceiving because the debutant came out and won, but we're just noticing these flags, Scott. It's pretty windy here, and generally it's blowing them down the back. It usually favours the front runners.
It certainly does, Britt, and we would expect that inside pad that wasn't used on Thursday to probably be the better going anyway, but I suppose time will tell.
All right, let's take a look at them in the yard for this second event. It's another, not a large field here, just the 7 to go around, so it will be a pay 1-2 event. Badge of Courage is the first horse we'll take a look at. Peter Fernie prepares and Mitch Pateman rides.
Was a really good run sitting outside the leader in the Camboulder Cup, Britt. 1400 back to 12 here, backing great as well to a 64 plus, beaten a length and a half by Pims Royale. Now Pims Royale obviously didn't fire on full cylinders on Thursday in the Hannon's Handicap, but had to try and overcome a bad gate. I think the form will definitely hold up, and Badge of Courage is one of the ones to beat clearly.
Bell's Tower is the second horse we'll look at. Now, hasn't this horse been a revelation in Kalgoorlie? It obviously was awarded at the recent Provincial Racehorse of the Year Awards, and deservedly so, because it had a wonderful season for Brett Matthews and Fiona Bell.
It's been probably 4 or 5 years now, Britt, since Bell's Tower left your stable and joined. Brett Matthews has done a wonderful job with the galloper. He's a 9-year-old. He's an evergreen. He's racing very, very well. He races fiercely. He pulls hard, but he will be hard to run down. There's no doubt about that if he finds the front.
I still remember as a baby, Dad having a really, really high opinion when he would gallop this horse, but it just took him time, and it's taken many years, and now as a 9-year-old, like a fine wine, just getting better with age is Bell's Tower. Currently a $14 chance. Opened at $21 with Tap Touch, so it has had some support. The 3 is Kiss the Breeze. First up today, we haven't seen this horse since April. Adam Durant has given her the 2 trials. William Pike is aboard.
She's actually an interesting runner here, Britt. She won a 3-year-old No Metro win and upwards in Pinjarra in March. Beat Machino Miss by a length, leading all the way. It was a good win with 60.5 kilos. The 2 runs after that left a little bit to be desired. She looks like a natural on speed, just off speed with a little bit of cover type. Gate number 4, she should get that. Well, look, I think she's got to be in the mix, and we saw in the first race what Adam Durant and Willie Pike can do to get it together.
Yes, that combination looking for the race-to-race double. I remember the first time I ever saw this horse, I thought, she's too pretty to win, and sure enough, what did she do? She came out and bolted in. Cryptic Love is the 4th horse. David Harrison prepares, Craig Newitt rides.
It's the way I'm going, Britt. I'm going back 2 starts ago, 7th of September, 64 plus race at Belmont Park. 3rd, should I say, beaten behind Regal Council and In Love with Paris. It's a good, nice, high rating, 64 plus. A much more winnable race this than that was. Draws a nice gate. Craig Newitt to ride, who's in form. David Harrison's brought a couple of horses up here. I think that Cryptic Love is the one to beat, so I'm definitely putting her on top.
Yeah, I'm with you as well. I've backed the horse that it's past 2 when it's finished 3rd and 4th. Obviously was only on the nose, so have to follow through one more time here for Cryptic Love, who certainly hasn't been disgraced at those past couple starts. Fair Joy is the next horse, the 5. John Johnson, Jade McNaught claims 2.
Another one that seems to have gone better since coming here to Kalgoorlie. There are horses that just like being up here in the probably a little bit nicer heat in the winter months than being down in Perth and getting rained on. There's a few trainers that you could probably say the same thing about that like to get through to the sunshine. But Jono Johnson's done a wonderful job with this gelding. Jade McNaught to ride. Probably, in my opinion, comes forward to sit outside of Bell's Tower.
It is 13 in to $10. Star Glitter, another grand old campaigner here, an 8-year-old who is a very relaxed type of horse. You wouldn't have thought the travel would have bothered him whatsoever. Neville Parnham and Brad Parnham combined, and they've drawn 1.
No, I saw him out in the stables before the races commenced today, Britt. You're right there. He's very, very relaxed. Having start number 79 today. Almost 600 days since his last win. That's an obvious concern. He returned first up. He got beaten a nose by Stable Secret. A really good run at 1200. He's been there mixing his form. He's been going okay at best, but should get a very good run here. Elite is back.
Yeah, certainly, and at $10, $4 a place, it represents some nice value. Sammy the Boss is the final runner. We've seen this horse come to town at its last couple and put up some nice performances for Helen Harding. Stephen Parnham. Really
good performances too, Britt. Go back 3 starts ago, beaten a nose by Little Fish, who's very progressive and ran a nice race in the Hannon's Handicap, beaten 2 lengths wide, Choose Her, and 3.5 Colourful Chloe, a natural back marker. That's always going to be the concern here. If they can't make a lot of ground early today, then Sammy the Boss is going to be up against it. That being said, got a very good turn of foot.
All right, that's a look at them as they head out to the 1,200 metre start. Scott's outlined that Cryptic Love is his on-top selection. Before we get the rest of his 4, we'll get a word from Chrishane Warren, who's had a good look at them in the yard. What took your fancy, Chrishane?
Yeah, a couple of these, more of the mares, they did look quite well, and I agree with the comments made then by Scott. Cryptic Love probably is going to be the one to beat and looked exceptionally well. Just with the pick of the yard from my point of view, having a look at them, Sammy the Boss, yes, it's going to be a natural back marker, but really did look well. It was with the clerk of the course on the way out and looked really fresh. I think it goes better that way. Now, we saw that 5 starts ago here on this track. It got a long way out of its ground. Probably the shortest straight in WA on the turf being Kalgoorlie, and on the corner it was dead set last, pulled to the outside and absolutely mowed them down. So a repeat performance of that just needs to overcome that probably on pace buys. But I think the small field definitely brings it into play, Sammy the Boss. And on looks, I mean, it was that nice shiny looking coat indicating a very healthy horse, a very forward horse and probably fit horse. So those attributes go on top with pick of the yard coming from number 7, Sammy the Boss. Brittany?
And that last 600 that you were mentioning when Sammy the Boss did win in 33.29, well, they can't run much quicker than that here for a horse from the back. It was a nice time home, albeit today I think it has to get past a few more probably talented types. We're seeing a number of horses come from the city today, the likes of your Cryptic Love, Kiss the Breeze, Star Glitter. These are Perth horses. Star Glitter's a winner of over $300,000, so has been an old marvel in his career. So at the sort of twilight end, I guess, but certainly he looks in with a claim. And Cryptic Love, no surprise to see the support for this horse. $2.70 about Cryptic Love, and she has just been so consistent in her performances that the question mark last start I think was over 1,000 metres. It probably isn't her preferred trip, and I still thought she was really admirable. She sat wide, and the start before that was a very good place behind Regal Council, and that rated really nicely in terms of the times as well. So you would think Cryptic Love is right in this, and no surprises to see she has been well supported with the punters. As we take a look at this market 2 minutes away from start time, and Cryptic Love, as I mentioned, is your favourite at $2.70. Kiss the Breeze $4, Badge of Courage $4.80, Sammy the Boss $9, and Star Glitter 10. It's upwards the rest. Scott mentioned Cryptic Love's his on top. Who rounds out the rest of the 4, Scott?
4, 1, 2, 6, Britt. I'm going with Cryptic Love. I think she gets a nice run. 1 out, 2 back. She should get every opportunity from there. And Darren McCauley was just mentioning to me off air that Craig Newitt and William Pike have ridden 8 of the last 9 winners since Thursday. So I think this trend will continue. I'm for Cryptic Love from 1, Badge of Courage, 2, Bell's Tower. If you're looking for a bit of a roughie, definitely for your exotics and possibly even maybe a small places punt, I think Bell's Tower will be in front for a long, long way. And 6, Star Glitter, 4, 1, 2, 6.
All right, Scotty with Cryptic Love, Crochane opting for Sammy the Boss for this second event, the Yarradale Stud Handicap. It's over 1,200. Here's Darren for the call.
Starting to move up as well here for the Yarradale Stud Handicap. Race 2, Badge of Courage to move in. First of them up there is Star Glitter. Fair Joy gets some weight relief this afternoon. Jade McNaught. And Kiss the Breeze, William Pike aboard. So Pike and Craig Newitt have ridden 8 of the last 9 winners. Talk about a total domination. Bell's Tower goes up there. Walks in. Kiss the Breeze. Pike looking for an early double. Won the first here this afternoon for Adam Durant as well. That was aboard the newcomer Magic Will Rain. Now here comes Fair Joy and Sammy the Boss. They'll be the last 2 runners to make their way forward. 1,200, the journey of race 2. Fluctuating breeze this afternoon. Coming from the west. Blowing due east. Tailwind behind them. Sammy the Boss about to turn around once again. Just wants to arc up a little. Now one of the gatemen brings Sammy the Boss in. The red lights appear. All set. Cryptic Love is the favourite for race 2. They're off in the Yarradale Off the inside, Star Glitter, Kiss the Breeze, Bell's Tower gathering speed, burning through, is going to quickly drive to the lead early, and Badge of Courage is going to posse up there, running fourth. Behind them in the clear, Cryptic Love from Fair Joy, and back last of all as they get going at the 900, Sammy the Boss. Bell's Tower rolled to the top now for Bill. Bell's Tower at the 800 led the way by a length. Running second, Kiss the Breeze and Star Glitter. Down on the inside, box seating early from Badge of Courage, and the speed really coming off. 1.5 away then to Fair Joy. Down on the inside of the favourite, Cryptic Love, who is being trailed in turn by Sammy the Boss. They put the 550 behind them down the Charles Street side of the track, and Bell's Tower led the way, coming to the corner from Kiss the Breeze. Badge of Courage about to quickly get off its heels. Down on the inside, searching for the way clear is Star Glitter. Newart's at work on Cryptic Love, coming into the corner. Kiss the Breeze joined Bell's Tower. Badge of Courage about to make a line of 3 though, and Cryptic Love letting down at the 200 with Sammy the Boss joining in as well. Badge of Courage and Kiss the Breeze and Cryptic Love coming together. Cryptic Love on the outside for Newart, goes up, grab the lead from Kiss the Breeze, and it's Cryptic Love. Cryptic Love has won it from either Badge of Courage or Kiss the Breeze. Bell's Tower, and then deeper out Sammy the Boss. Behind them came Star Glitter, and dropping out last is Fair Joy. So Craig Newart wins one early, and that makes it 9 winners between them from the last 10 races run. William Pike, Craig Newart, they are dominating this race round. And Cryptic Love for the David Harrison stable. Patient ride. It took him a while there to wind the My Admiration mare up, but she was closing in on Badge of Courage and Kiss the Breeze, who fought out second placing. A bob of the heads between that pair, and the photo for second goes the way of Kiss the Breeze, with Badge of Courage number 1 third. 4.31 in 1:10.66, 1:10.66. That's not that far outside Christabel's long-standing record. Cryptic Love, by My Admiration, from a bit cryptic for owners David and Jenny Harrison, is trained by Dave Harrison, and being ridden to victory this afternoon by the visiting Tasmanian Craig Newart, who's certainly having a wonderful carnival as he returns here over Kiss the Breeze, a Star Witness Paris Hart mare, Adam Durant, William Pike, and Badge of Courage by Scandal Keeper from Endesa, Peter Fernie and Mitchell Pateman. 4.312 the placings after the running of the second, and that's the 4th win in 18 runs for this daughter of My Admiration. Next of the day, the running of the Coastal Midwest Handicap over the 1100 at 1:32. 5 Spirit and Fire comes out. 6 starters only there in the short course dash. Half a length, a half ahead of the margins after the running of race number 2. And the sectional is to come. .73.73 the closing 600 here after the running of race number 2. And correct weight now there after the running of the second. 4.312, half a length and a half a head. 110.66, and they've peeled off a blistering sectional of 33.73, 33.73, the final 600 there. We move now to the third race on the card, which is the Coastal Midwest Handicap at 132. Number 5, Spirit and Fire, is the soul scratching as we continue on towards the Iron Jack Kalgoorlie Gold Cup later this afternoon on this course of history. Presentation of the next event, the Yarradale Stud Handicap, getting underway in the next few moments. Yarradale Stud Principal Ron Sayers now joining board directors of the KBRC. And time now for the introduction. Once again, let's go back to Crishane Warren.
Thanks for that, Darren. The Yarradale Stud Handicap. Good to see Ronnie Sayers here on course this afternoon. Been a big supporter of the KBRC over many years. Cryptic Love, the My Admiration mare, taking it out for David Harrison and Craig Newitt combining. To introduce proceedings, we welcome in Mr. Aaron Heel, Director of the Calgary Boulder Racing Club Board.
Thanks, Chris Shane. What a great day we have, and sure, plenty of winners for everyone, I'm sure. Yarradale Stud been a huge supporter, not only West Australian but KBRC as well. Ron Sayers is with us today, which is great. Congratulations to all the connections of Cryptic Love, jockey Craig Newitt, and obviously trainer David Harrison. We'd like to welcome David Harrison up to present his award and say a small speech.
Thanks for that. Yeah, and I'd like to thank Ronnie Sayers and Yarradale Stud for presenting this lovely trophy, and Kalgoorlie Race Club for putting on a great day. And yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you, and Froggy Newitt for a beautiful ride. Thank you.
Just come forward there and hand the trophy over. It's still on the screen there. So Ron Sayers from Yarradale Stud just handing over the trophy to owner and trainer David Harrison. Cryptic Love taking out race number 2. Race 3 is the Coastal Midwest Handicap. It's over the short course of 1,100 metres. Scratch number 5, Spirit and Fire. Take out the 5, Spirit and Fire. Leaves a field of 6. It comes up at 132.